You know her from her performances on 30 Rock, Will Trent, her sitcom All-American Girl, movies like Face Off and Fire Island. She is a celebrated Jeopardy champion, and we welcome back to AM Northwest the one and only Margaret Cho.
Yay!
And Lucia.
Lucia loves you.
Yeah, Lucia loves
She's so
you.
into you.
Yeah.
Look at that. She's riding your leg like a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Look at that.
She's a sweet little dog.
She's into you.
So how old is Lucia?
She's 7 years old.
Uh-huh.
And she is a rescue dog from the shelters of LA.
Yeah.
So many Chihuahuas get euthanized
Oh.
there. So she was rescued from there, and then she came to rescue me. She is only 8 weeks old in that photograph, and now she's 7 years old.
Oh my
We've been
gosh.
together ever since, and she travels with me all over the world.
Yeah.
She loves comedy.
Uh-huh.
And
What makes her laugh?
she likes to laugh. She laughs when people fall down. She thinks that's the most hilarious thing.
Yeah.
So she's really into slapstick.
Uh-huh.
She likes clowning.
Yeah.
Likes physical comedy mostly.
Yeah, she's a sweet little dog.
She's very sweet. She loves men.
Uh-huh.
So I think that's she's attached
Yeah.
to you.
Well, I know Remy at home is like watching, going, oh, watch it.
Oh, Remy's
Yeah.
so cute
Remy
too,
is adorable.
though.
She's only going to be here just today.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about you. So you are in Portland. You love Portland.
I love Portland.
Uh-huh.
I love Portland, and I'm here at Helium Comedy Club,
Right.
which is so fantastic. And I mean, Portland audiences are just incredible, and so I'm really, really excited to be here.
So how have you stayed so busy since you started so many years ago?
I don't know. I just love it. I mean, I just enjoy. I take every job that I'm offered. For the most part, there only one job I have not taken, and that was like for really. I was the biggest mistake of my life.
Okay.
The one job I didn't take. That I've taken literally taken every job.
Right.
The one job I didn't take, heated rivalry.
Are you kidding?
No, that is the one job I didn't take, and it was because it films in Canada, and at the time, I was so worried because I'm so critical of this administration, and so critical of their immigration policy, and also I have a history. My father was deported when I was a little girl, and I had to move back to Korea with him, and I was separated from my mother for several years when I was a really young child. So I have trauma around Border Patrol and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I'm an American citizen. I was born here, but so I didn't want to go to Canada, and so under great duress, I told Jacob Tierney, I won't be able to participate in Heated Rivalry to play the mom, Hudson Williams' mother.
Well, so when that like blew up, and that became the thing, did that I don't know, upset you, or were you just happy for him?
I was so happy for them, and then the actress who played Una did a beautiful job.
Yeah.
And really, you couldn't really see the show any other way. So it's fantastic, and so I love the way that it came out. I love that it's a huge success, and I still kind of feel a part of it.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity. But yeah, it's the hugest mistake of my life.
Well, talk to me about All-American Girl, because it still is in people's, I want to say people's hearts, because people love it. People come up to you all the time and say what it meant to them, what a breakthrough it was.
Yeah.
And I've heard you say that you would revisit it.
I would love to.
Reboot.
I would love to do a reboot. I would love to go back. Also, I'm very close with the cast members. We've maintained a really deep friendship for over 3 decades. We went through a lot making that show. It was the first time a lot of people ever saw Asian Americans on television. So it was a very, very big accomplishment, and I'm very proud of it. And yeah, I would love to go back. I have some ideas, so maybe we'll see that happen soon.
That would be cool. What was it like getting your own sitcom?
Because it was really like crazy, because you don't ever think, oh, there's going to be a television show based on you. But at that time, there was a sort of industry around developing sitcoms around comedians, and we had great success, of course, with Seinfeld and Tim Allen, and people were thinking, oh, we can do this with an Asian American family. So I just got caught up in that.
And so that kind of launched you into the stratosphere as far as people's consciousness of you.
Yes.
How did that help your comedy, or did it hurt your comedy, where people thought she's this, I'm going to see this, and they might be getting something else.
No, I mean, I think it helped it tremendously because it was like getting my name out there, and it was that name recognition. And then when the show was canceled, I did a whole show about how hard it was and how difficult show business was. And so that actually helped me make my name as a comedian. So ultimately, the experience was really, really beneficial for my career as a comedian.
Now, I saw an interview where you said you write something, you make sure you write something every day.
Yes.
So
every day
that's
I write a
tool.
joke. Yeah, so every day it's, so today's joke is, I have short bangs, which makes it clear that I have very little social power. And the shorter your bangs are, the less you have. So you have immigrant, then you have they, them, then you have girl interrupted bangs. And so I'm right in the middle of immigrant and they, them. So that was today's joke. Pretty good one.
That is a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Now, how do you work them into an act? Like
you just do, like, you know, because an act, well, like a comedy performance is really just a conversation with the people that are coming to see you. And I look at my audience as just my friends. So it's just easy to just put that in wherever you go. And like, so all of my shows are always different since I'm writing every day and constantly refreshing and growing.
And so when you are on stage with the audience, do you feel like you can say anything?
Yeah.
Not that you can say anything here on morning television.
No, but that's also to your detriment because
Yeah.
a lot of comedians get in trouble.
Right.
Because of the way that I think society polices itself around language and sort of appropriateness, and also we're so polarized politically. So people are going to have very strong opinions about what you say. And as an artist, it's really hard to navigate that. So yeah, you kind of have to be careful, but then you also don't want to because you want to be able to be creative and express yourself. So it's a challenge.
When you're going out on the observational stuff of comedy, what do you look for?
I think it's just whatever is, like, to me, whatever is relevant, like emotionally relevant, like anything that's about race or sexuality or gender or politics is really something that I'm saying a lot about, you know. So things that ignite something in my imagination or make me want to make a statement. Those things are the most powerful.
And so how does the Portland audience love that?
The Portland audience is so sophisticated because they really care about the state of the world, and it goes in a very broad fashion, and it's very political, but it's also very compassionate. There's an empathy that I think comes from the fact that it's so rainy all the time here. There's so much rain, and when the sun comes out, there's such a collective joy that happens. People act delirious when you don't have to wear a jacket in Portland.
Right.
So there's something about that gratitude that seeps into the consciousness of the city. So it makes it great for artists. There's always been an incredible audience for art here. The greatest artists have come from here. You know, people like Elliott Smith, who just thrived because his music was so quiet, people would have to lean in, and they appreciated it so much because it was raining so hard outside.
When you transitioned from comedy into acting, you were in a John Travolta movie, Face Off.
Yes.
Directed by John Woo.
Yes.
What was that experience like? Because that was a big deal.
It was such a big deal, and it took the movie over a year to make, and it was a huge production. I mean, this is before AI, CGI. We had none of that. They actually blew up a plane. They blew up a Cessna for a scene. I mean, this is the hugest big budget.
So that wasn't CGI or anything like that?
Nothing like that. I mean, it's real practical filmmaking and stunts in a very real way. And they had lavish lunches. They would serve filet mignon and lobster every single day.
Wow.
And I would be invited in John Travolta's trailer after a time to eat lunch with him every day. So he would eat, and I would eat, a beef Wellington and a full boysenberry pie apiece, a 9-inch boysenberry pie apiece. So I had gained so much weight, and I'm only in the film, like, it takes place over a week.
Right.
So I'm in one suit, and they had to sew an elastic panel about that wide to the back of my suit so I could even put it on. My back had grown about 4 inches during the course of that film. So the costume department was really mad at me because I just would grow a little bit more, and so they just put elastic in the back.
What was Travolta like?
Like a king, like with a goblet,
Really?
like a king with a goblet with like a pie full of birds that would fly out. Like, I mean, he was just this elegant, like, because he's been a movie star his
Right.
whole life.
Right.
So his crew, everybody that works there, had been working with him for several years. So he, had his stand-ins that were his entourage with all a bunch of guys that looked exactly like him.
Right.
And yeah, it was really quite a magical experience.
Wow. Well, we got to take a break. We're going to be talking more with Margaret Cho and Lucia right here, and we're going to be back with more AM Northwest. Stay right there. Welcome back to AM Northwest. We are sitting here talking with Margaret Cho and Lucia.
Lucia Katerina Cho.
Oh. And then you also have cats.
I have cats.
You have hairless cats.
I have 2 hairless cats and 1 werewolf cat.
Yeah.
And they're really beautiful.
Tell us about the hairless cats, because I'm fascinated about this. And this looks like the poster from a horror movie. Like,
quite sinister.
yeah. Are they sinister or are they sweet?
No, they're so sweet. They're the most beautiful creatures. And the one with the blue eyes is a rescue. She's deaf. And so the other cat was adopted with her as a kind of guide. So she's her guide cat,
nice.
her service cat. And they're a really beautiful relationship. And they're the loves of my life. I love cats.
And then the werewolf cat.
He is a very special boy.
Well,
he is a very special boy.
There.
Yes, Uju. His name is Uju because Uju is a universe in Korean, and he is my whole universe. He's a beautiful boy.
And Lucia is loved by your mom.
My mother is obsessed with Lucia, and she's like, where's baby? And I need the baby. She loves the baby, and she's a great grandma.
Tell me about your parents. We have a picture of them when they were first married, and it's an adorable photo.
Yes, they look great.
So,
they look great.
What were they like growing up? Like, were you a funny kid that became a comedian that was like destiny?
No, I was very shy, and my parents are very progressive. So they bought a gay bookstore in 1978, and all of their employees were early followers of Harvey Milk, and they would have book signings at the store with our authors like Armistead Maupin, people who wrote, the guy who wrote Tales from the City. You did amazing events, and so I grew up around a lot of gay people. Like, it was very, very exciting, artistic, political. So, it was very active. And like, there were employees, they were getting full tattooed bodysuits, and this is in the 1970s, which was very unusual.
Right.
So on our refrigerator, there would be photographs of naked men with full body tattoo suits, not my drawings from school, not my test papers. It was naked men with tattoos. So I grew up like that.
You danced on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
And your final dance was a tribute to gay pride.
Yes.
It was Copacabana.
Copacabana, yes,
yeah.
and the rainbow flag dress.
Yeah, and you were knocked third out.
Not very good. I didn't do very well. I did only slightly better than Michael Bolton, who is a fine dancer. It was very disappointing.
But the one thing I want to, and hopefully we get to see it, here it comes. You were celebrated. There's your parents.
Yeah, they love
right there.
They love Dancing with the
Were
Stars.
they the proudest they'd ever
That's
been
the
of you?
proudest they've ever been. All of my accomplishments really did sort of mean nothing, but Dancing with the Stars, they're like, oh, this big deal.
The look on their face. And then when Len was critiquing you, they took a shot of your mom, and she was mad.
In pain.
Yeah.
In just agony.
Yeah.
Agony. And it was so funny because they took it so seriously.
Right.
I did not take it seriously because it was physically really hard for me to even do it. And I think, that show is amazing for people who can like endure all that. I was not made for that stuff.
Well, I thought you did great.
Thank you.
And then Jeopardy.
Yes.
Celebrity Jeopardy. You won it
Once
in 2025.
Yes.
And then you came back for All Stars.
Yes. Did not do well.
Right.
Well, my strategy is I always do a daily double, and
Right.
I always bet it all, and that is not good.
Now you went up against Patton Oswalt.
Formidable player.
Formidable player, and then you've known him a long time.
I've known him basically
There he
since
is right
childhood.
there. Yeah.
I mean, I've known him since we were young teenagers.
And
so yeah.
So what's it like going up against somebody you've known? That is it more comfortable? Do you
No,
feel like
well,
easy, or are you
no,
nervous?
because he's a genius. He's like legitimately a genius. So
Right.
you already know it's going to be a challenge. And I mean, he has so much going on mentally. Like, it's really hard to work like against somebody like that, somebody that you know so well and that you love for such a long time. It's very, very hard.
When all these people you've known forever.
Yeah.
Is it like a family of that era?
Yeah.
That, like the Dana Goulds, the Patton
Yeah.
Oswalds.
Very close. I mean, Patton and I lived one block away from each other for a really long time in San Francisco. So I was just always going over to his house. I mean, you know, we've known each other for so many eras of our lives. We still see each other now constantly in the clubs, and, you know, we have a special bond, you know, all of these comedians who grew up together.
Real quick, want to talk about Will Trent. You play Will Trent's therapist?
Yes.
What is that like? What is that?
I love that
That
show.
is, you've pretty much done a lot on ABC.
Yeah, they've given me so many wonderful opportunities, and I'm really grateful to them. But yeah, I love this show. I love the universe of it. I mean, Ramon is just an incredible actor, and it's just I think it's such an exciting and scary show. Like, I'm like always like just on the edge of my seat watching it, dude. I'm so crazed about it. But yeah, I love it.
We don't have the clip, but you were on Dr. Odyssey.
Yes.
And was that? My family watched the show. It was like a Love Boat.
Very Love Boat.
Love Boat 911.
Yes. Yeah, it's like a throwback,
Yeah.
but it's also very modern.
Yeah.
So I love that show too.
Well, you're not going anywhere.
No.
Because you and I are going to make omelets in the
That's
next
right.
segment. That's right. So stay right there. Margaret Cho is going to be cooking in the kitchen when we come back. Stay right there.